What ought a priest to do if his bishop is espousing heretical views?
In this case, we have not to hear what he says, but to pray for his conversion. And if he commands something to do us, which is against the faith or against the sacredness of the sacraments, we have not to obey him. But he still remains the bishop until the Pope is not deposing him.
This is a question from a priest. My bishop has stated in his guidelines to not give people communion on the tongue, but I do not refuse those who wish to receive on the tongue. And I plan to ignore my bishop's directives regarding forbidding communion on the tongue. Is this disobedience?
It's not disobedience. I congratulate you, dear Father, with your behavior. Thank you. You are defending our Lord. I repeat, here is the question of the Lord. The bishop has not the power to forbid people a gesture, an act of profound reverence towards our Lord in the Holy Host during Holy Communion, a practice which was practiced and recommended by the Church more or less 1,000 years, not only 40 years or 50, more than 1,000 years. It's proven. Almost all the saints which we know practiced communion on the tongue. The Church has not the power to prohibit this. As the same, the Church has not the power to prohibit the traditional rite of the Mass, which was more than 1,000 years in the Church. And thanks be to God, Pope Benedict XVI restored the traditional form of the Holy Mass. Because of this truth, the Church has not the power to destroy such a long proven tradition with so many spiritual fruits. This is the question, so many spiritual fruits. It is a diminution of the reverence and security to the Lord, firstly. We have to look on him. As I repeat, these prohibitions which does the bishop, we cannot accept, and the priest can, with good conscience, he has not to obey in this case, because here is at stake the Lord, not the bishop.